Welcome to Hymns of Our Faith. Today we're going to be looking at the hymn, The Church's One Foundation. This is one of the most well-known and used hymns across all of Protestant hymnody. At the bottom of the page in our hymnal, they always have some notes in there about the hymn. This one says, this hymn was one of 12 written by an English curate to affirm the articles of the Apostles' Creed with biblical allusions such as 1 Corinthians 3:11. Though not created for this text, the tune was joined to it in 1868, and the two have been inseparable ever since. Well, to get a little background on why this is based on the articles of the Apostles' Creed, there was a little controversy going on in the Anglican Church during this time. There was a bishop in South Africa who was kind of radical and was not taking the traditional view of some of the beliefs and faith of the church. And so in 1866, a hymnal was published. The title of it was Lyra Fidelium, which means Songs of the Faithful. It contained 12 hymns that outlined and was based on the Apostles' Creed that was trying to affirm the traditional beliefs of the church. The ninth hymn in that hymnal was The Church's One Foundation. It originally had 7 stanzas and now has been narrowed down to 5. But because there was this big controversy going on in the church, you will find language such as this in the 3rd stanza. Though with a scornful wonder this world sees her oppressed, by schisms rent asunder, by heresies distressed. There it was directly confronting the issue of the day with this radical bishop in South Africa. By the way, he ended up being excommunicated and is known in history just as one who faded off into the distance and the traditional faith continued. The tune name for this is Aurelia. The tune was written by Samuel Sebastian Wesley, who was a well-known composer. He was one of the Wesleys, and his middle name is Sebastian. He was named for J.S. Bach. It's interesting that originally this tune was affiliated with the hymn Jerusalem the Golden. And Wesley's wife came up with the name Aurelia because she thought that was the Latin term for golden, to go along with Jerusalem the Golden. But actually, aureus is the Latin word for gold. So we have an interesting thing here with the tune name Aurelia, associated with an earlier hymn, Jerusalem the Golden, based on a misunderstanding of Latin. But it is a well-known hymn. One of the things that makes this hymn so rich is the harmonies. And whenever you sing this hymn, you hear these rich harmonies, and it should be sung in parts. And when we do it this Sunday, you'll hear our quartet singing all 4 parts on a couple of the stanzas, and this brings a real richness to it. The Church's One Foundation. Let's enjoy singing it this Sunday.